So, hello and welcome back to another episode of EU4. We're of course playing with the Anbennar Fancy mod with the Final Empire update as Salla Ayeth. And we're still grieving. We're gonna grieve even harder throughout this episode probably. But at the moment we are just kind of getting things in order again. We have another thing to fight right here. The Black Moon. Specifically Relkak, and as I've read it here, he is basically the one who made the murder, which we heavily disagree with. And I wonder if I should just start this war. I mean, I kind of want to do this as quickly as possible. I guess I do need some numbers back. I need these guys recover a little bit slower. So that's gonna take a hot second. And I guess it would be nice to get an ally. We also still need to get you to be pleased. The Unsaily, like I said, we're gonna go full Unsaily. And this one, because we are gonna murder kill. to put it simple. Otherwise I don't really think we need to do much. So Sanctuaries, that is unaligned. I guess we don't want that at the moment. We have other use for our money. Oh, Jesus Christ, 663 and... okay, I see a slight difference here, I'm not gonna lie. just a very slight kind of number here. They just want me to be at war with you. Okay, well I guess I can do that, but... you don't look like you're gonna get any other allies? Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna do this, screw it. I want to murder this guy. We're gonna take a loan here. That's alright. Have we insulted you? I think we have insulted you, right? Yeah. Good. Let's go and kill. And see what we can do. We do have this thing here right away. I assume it just kills him or something. So let's see. Small nose, yellow eyes, a gate broken by an old wound that stiffens when his right hip when the air turns cold. His fingers twitch when he is thinking, faster still when casting, favoring evocation over conjuration. Despite ladder's reliability so near the Fey realm. I have studied Relkak the way one studies a storm before it breaks. No other being who has held my attention with such focus, such fury. I know the cadence of his speech, the rhythm of his breath, I know how and when he must die. My scouts have taken their positions, the gullies are watched, the treetops still. My bow is strung, oiled and waiting, and deep in my quiver rests the shaft carved long ago for this night. Ash wood polished to a mirror sheen, fledged with the feathers of a black harrier. Its head bears just a name carved so deep the arrow sings of it when it went drawn. Relkak. Tonight my mother shall be avenged, tonight the Black Moon sorcerer shall fall. Tonight. Okay, so we're gonna just fight and hope that this basically does it. You're gonna run into the bush. That's your idea. Okay. That does mean that we can just do this, right? Yeah. So we're gonna get 3000 manpower, which is fantastic. And we're gonna get eagle-sighted. I see him. He is not a chieftain in my eyes, nor warrior, just a shadow hunched against the tree line, draped in the stink of old blood. The one who murdered my mother, the one who tore open the world I once called home. Every night since that day I've remembered his eyes, small, dark and blinking. I dreamed of them glinting in the dark, above her broken body. And now here he is, real in flesh, within the reach of my bow. But I will wait. My rangers have already been sent ahead. They will find every runner he dispatches, every emissary sent to rouse the other tribes. One by one they will vanish, he will call for aid and no one will come. Let him feel, for once, what I felt ever since he took my world from me. I will savor his fear, his loneliness. I want him to feel trapped, cornered. I want to see his panic bloom as he realizes the net has already closed. I want to see his head jerk toward the arrow I lose to make him know I am here. When his thoughts are naught but fearful, when his heart pounds audibly in his chest, when his breath is short from panic and a sense of impending doom, then I will let loose one arrow. When it lands, he will know why he dies. Because I never got her name. If an army of Black Moon lead by its ruler is defeated by an army of Salla Ayeth led by Salla Ayeth, the ruler of Black Moon will become mortally wounded for 3 years. Capturing the capital of Black Moon before the they recover will cause Salla Ayeth to occupy all of the bronzes in the arrow grove. Interesting. Is that useful? So it doesn't... I don't kill him, it seems. But I also question if this is actually useful, because I can occupy these 3 bronzes very easily. Whatever. Let's quickly go for... Oh! Wait, what? Wait, Blightseed made peace with me. Interesting. Puny Archer, the elf comes. The cursed wretch from the grove of arrows, riding high with his proud feathers, Salla Ayeth they call him. The sapling brings and marches his kin to our border like we won't see them. Like we don't own every shadow in this part of the deep woods. Our scouts lie dead, yes, throats slit, bodies vanished, but it matters not. Let them think that little ambush means something, that we fear him. Let them come. Blackmoon waits with a thirst for blood. The elf rides to his doom, and with him the last breath of Salla Ayeth. We will crush their line, tear up their roots, and feed their forest our triumph. Okay. Alright, so they made immediate... I made immediate peace with Blightseed, their ally. That's interesting. Cool. I'll take it. Die. Thank you. Oh, that I did let the game run a little bit too fast. Oh well. 1 arrow is enough. 1 shot was enough. I let it loose in silence while the battle raged at my side. No cry for vengeance, no roar of fury. Just a soft pull of string, the whisper of release. The arrow cut the wind cleanly. I watched it spin, watched the fledgling vanish into the dusk. By the time a single breath had passed, it had struck. Right beneath the collarbone, where flesh thins and bone cradles the heart, a perfect shot. He staggered, put 1 foot forward, then another, then none. His eyes widened, he looked down as if trying to understand what had happened, as if he still held the power to undo it and command his body to hold on, but was already too late for commands. He will try, surely, he will clutch the shaft, break it in half, and gasp with his mouth full of blood, spitting curses I will not hear. He will bleed to Dorkan, perhaps, and then he will crawl to drag his bones towards his army that will carry him to their war camp. Maybe he will try to escape. But there's no escape. Only an embrace of death awaits him now. It will not be clean death, it will not be swift. I must make haste to the warband, I must be the one who delivered the final blow. He's mortally wounded. Okay. Does that mean anything? Because he's still here. I guess not. Sure. So we currently have the bonus that we will conquer all of the other provinces when we conquer, well, the capital, but this is much faster. Why should I... whatever. It's a nice bonus, I guess, but currently very useless. I do also remember that we need to put guys everywhere, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, I nearly did something stupid there. I guess we don't need a horse for this, but I think it was not specifically the horse that was... oh, whatever. Let's just quickly finish this up. We are losing some more money, sure. I can live with that. So we of course also want to pump up the capital to get feudalism in, but we'll see when that comes around. We do still need to please the Anseli for this one. I guess we can only do that this way anyway. So we'll see. Let's speed this up. See if we can find him in his home. I'm curious. Clips of the Black Moon. As the last sounds of battle fade into the distance, the smoke of burning tents and broken barricades still lingered in the air. My army had broken through the crude palisades of Black Moon war camp with brutal efficiency. Cries of surrender were already beginning to echo from the far end of the camp, but was not there for their surrender. With my personal retinue of rangers I made for the war camp's heart. Inside the dim firelight flickered against good idols and war trophies, and there slumped against that far wall beneath a banner with the eponymous symbol lay the chieftain of the Black Moon clan. Wounded, broken, barely breathing. One hand pressed weakly against his chest where the first arrow had struck. The wound had bled freely, he would not have lasted long, but long enough for this. I stepped forward in the silent hall and crouched beside him, his eyes open, small, dark and glassy with pain. Perhaps he recognized me, perhaps he only saw a shadow. I held the arrow in my hand, gripped tight enough for my knuckles to pale. I placed the tip against his neck, at the hollow where his pulse started, where my mother had been struck all those years ago. I drove the arrow in. A short gasp, stillness, not even a rattle, it was done. The chieftain of Black Moon Orcs was dead, the killer of my mother was gone. And with him, whatever unity his brute will had forced upon the others collapsed like walls of the shoddy fortress. The bonds between him and his skin shattered the moment my arrow found his throat. The orcs value strength. Once the leader collapses, they go into disarray. So Relgak will die. Henceforth, defeating an army of orcish or goblin country led by its ruler with an army of Salla Ayeth led by Salla Ayeth will cause the same thing, and then we will capture the capital of the country before. Okay, so basically we get the same thing that we had before, which I didn't call very useful. Okay, sure, we have this for others now, but we do have a kill count, which I guess is something. Not sure if this is a good or bad thing, but I have it now. So let's quickly do this. Yeah, no hesitation, we'll take it. We do have cores on all of this, so this is not too important. Let's rival a few more people. We already have Silver Tusk. Why cannot rival Silent Blade? Are they too Don't tell me they're too strong for us. That's silly. I guess we'll pick Petal Smasher then, and the other weak one is Beast Eater. Sure. Alright. I guess we now... oh. We gain unique modifiers depending on how many guys we've killed. Alright. We can, of course, state this province right away. Let's do that. And I think this mission was... yeah, we need infantry in every province. Still we need to do that, but we are gonna do that eventually. So, you run over here. You... There is a button to do this easier, but I don't know that button because I don't use hotkeys, so you'll just have to watch me do this. Alright, everyone in position. Lovely. Cut them down. Darrow Grove shall be ours again, though the home of my infancy now lives only in our memories and fading dreams we shall reclaim it. Every winding gully and twisted root, every hollow carved in limestone and ridge draped in moss, every breath of wind whispering through the canopy, each shall once more lie beneath the unblinking vigilance of Salla Ayeth. There will be no sanctuary left for our enemies, no hidden campfire, no hunter's blind, no hermit's hut untouched by our return. When the last of the invaders are driven from our hot land, when silence finally settles over the forest floor, and the blood has soaked too deep for rain to wash away, those who struck our home, who defiled it, shall feel the weight of my memory, of what I saw, of what I lost. May my conviction hold firm, may it not bend under its own hunger. Yet even as I vow this, a sliver of doubt worms through. What does it mean if I fear the strength of my own resolve? What am I if even my vengeance falters in clarity? I pray this is not a warning, only the echo of an older self, whispering from a place I no longer live. So we get vengeance. I have a feeling I know what this is, but let's see. Now they are cornered, driven from the villages into limestone gullies that twist beneath the roots of the Arrow Grove. They have nowhere near left to run. In the cracks and caverns I can see them, goblins and orcs teeming as one. There are elders among them, there are women shielding the young, faces turned upward in terror, and children, small, frightened with their eyes wide, trying to disappear into the storm. And that fear in their eyes, I have seen that fear before. Years ago when our warriors were cut down and Ayeth Steer burned, when the boughs above dripped with the blood of my kin, stumbling through smoke and flame and ruin. Their faces were twisted by the same horror, the same frozen hopelessness. It is justice, is it not? I want to say yes, but that this is retribution, that this is what they deserve, that what I do now is only the echo of what they began. Yet when I look at them, I feel no justice inside of me, no satisfaction. I search there for the certainty and clarity I once had when my wounds were fresh and my rage was honest, but I find none. The lines blur, were they ever clear at all? They are the children of those who brought death to my door, but should the son atone for the sins of the father? Does the weight of the lineage damn them to find the rent by my arrows? If I strike now, if I give the order and watch arrows fall, do I truly punish evil or do I become it? Is this an order or a murder? So we can decide to release those who are not able to fight, or we can spare none. I've already said what I'm gonna do, so I guess we're gonna spare none. We're gonna still clear the Arrow Grove, but with this one we also remove the minorities and such. And we do get a level of grief. Ever since the day I have not wept. As I strode across the forest canopies of the Arrow Grove, the sky slide was almost blinding and the birdsong felt deafening. Ever since the day I've done everything in my power to avoid walking the paths of the grove, not out of fear of the limestone caverns beneath, for my emaciated body could scarcely hope to break through their roofs. No, it is not the depths I fear. It is the surface itself. The memory, the imprint into my eyes. I still see her, crumbled on the forest floor, like fallen bark, her chest torn open by a gushing wound, her eyes wide and blinking. No last words, no goodbye. I remember how I tightened my grip on my bow and approached it what once had been her. I did not rush, I could not. The very air had thickened, as though trying to keep me from crossing that final distance. My fingers locked tighter around the bowstring, as if it alone could tether me to the moment, as if holding it firm enough might keep the world from unraveling. Yet it did, and now I live in a world I did not recognize. Each day I wake, I feel a distinct burden pressed beneath my ribs, lodged in the center of my chest just above my left lung. It does not fade when I speak, it does not lift when I eat. Music does not reach it, it stays with me, unchanged, never letting me take a full breath. Only my tears can dissolve it, little by little. Sorrow of Eladia. We get unrest increase, but morale damage. So I guess that's what the thingy does. Okay. I wonder what happens when we go full grief, which we're gonna definitely do. There's no question about it. I'm gonna go full grief, but we have cleared the forest, I guess. Yep. There are some minorities left, but I guess that is alright. Jesus Christ, game. I'm gonna make a statement after I've read through this as well. They stood before me, captains, scouts, the sharpest rangers of our Salla, waiting for the words I have already spoken in my mind 100 times. Words I had rehearsed not with the reason of my mind, but with the swirling rage of my heart. My order's clear, I said. You shall find them in burrows and brambles beneath the roots or behind stones, in limestone caverns, and you shall not hesitate. Not a cry of protest was heard, not a question, not even a surprise. My warriors bowed, turned back on their heels and left. When the great door shut behind them, silence came rushing back. I was left alone with the echo of my own voice, standing there, motionless and staring at a space where my mother once walked. This will not bring her back, I know that, and yet I gave the order, did I not? I cannot confide in anyone, not even my daughter, for if I did, they would reassure me in my ways. They would say they understand me, they would not, and tell me it is justice, and I would believe them, but in truth I myself do not know what this is anymore. Justice? Revenge? I saw what they did to her and to the villagers. I heard the screams, and I know that they would do it again if they could. So I ordered the end. Not for peace or for safety, for silence. Not of them, of me. Of the voice in my head that screams every night, of the pain that walks beside me like a shadow that will not leave. Will it help? Will it bring back the dead? Of course it will not. Not a level of grief, sure. There is always a slight thingy that I would personally say, which too many events. I know that there is, yes, it's a great narrative. I like it. It's maybe a bit like, yeah, a little bit edgy in that sense, but I also am playing a game. Like just completely honest. I do want to play the game and not just read through events. I mean, it's not as bad as whatever, I think Plum Wall or whatever it's called in the technically the old world in Alantir. But still, come on, like let me play the game. So we get our full bonus here now, and now we have a little bit of an awkward situation because we do need Silent Blade to stay alive until we have this mission done. So I technically cannot beat them up, which is unpleasant. I guess we can do this at some point. We do need to put Ayeth tier to 15, I guess. So I'm gonna quickly do that. I'm completely alright with that. I think that is a benefit. We're also gonna immediately do this. We need to punch it up anyway at some point to get a feudalism, but we'll wait until that. We can also remove the rangers, which we're not gonna do, but we can technically. For ranger camp we need 5 manpower, right? Yeah, so that is gonna take a while, but I want rangers everywhere. I want more rangers. I want all of the rangers. So, quickly do this. I don't think I want this, because I do want to get rid of stuff here. Trade doesn't matter. So, I guess I wait now for the Unseelie to be, well... Let's improve relation with the Unseelie. We can slightly improve them, moderately improve them, greatly improve them, or do jack shit. I'm gonna greatly improve. Pleased, lovely. So, obligations I have. My father, for all his failings, understood the delicate art of presence. It was he who tried to teach me that to lead is not merely to wield authority, but to walk the endless winding path between our people and the Fae. The Sean is not just a ruler, but a voice, and now that voice is mine. I do not relish it. There is no thrill in dressing words with half-truths and weighing compliments like coins, in smiling while your bones ache with exhaustion. But duty does not ask for comfort. If I must court the Fae, I shall do so. Let them know that while I do not seek their praise, I offer them respect, because it is owed for their boons. And if they are wise, they will see that my resolve is no less unshakable than my father's, and my patience far colder. So we will get against invaders. For 10 years we get drilled manpower in religious wars, and we get another level of grief. Give me the grief, boys. I want all of it. So, we do need to attack you. You do have 2 allies. What is this here? Oh, this one is just wants me to have religious power. Okay. And stay in tier. You have 2 allies. I don't like that. Let's wait. Oh, we can actually have a dude. I guess we do need some cavalry. I do have money now, I guess. That has completely flipped. Yeah. I guess we can also take you, because they're half cost anyway. Who wants to join me here? I would like a big fight. You need favors, you need favors, you need favors. Salla Ayeth. Oh, this is a second, but I guess we can wait that out. Let's give me that. I don't have a mission here, right? I could take one. I mean, this goes up to 51%, so we can just do that. Base tax, have an army. Oh, I'm currently doing this. This gives me landmains reduction, good. Yeah, sure. This is just literally me waiting for my dudes to pop up. That's it. You are angry, okay. How angry are you? Can I change that? There are some goblins here. Easiest mission in my life. I mean, I guess I don't need everybody. I just need a handful. Salla Ayeth over here. You're a bit faster, it seems. Okay, I'm gonna wait for Salla Ayeth and then see if we need more. And this gets down to 5. Can I technically stop that from happening? I do have my stability. I could suppress here. Is it enough? Yep, we can push that down and away. Lovely. Let's do that while we wait for Salla Ayeth to pop in with the with enough favors. I don't promise them anything. I'm not gonna give them jack shit. They of course have interests. That's good for them. They're currently a convenient ally. So that's down to 20. That's more than enough, I would say. Let's quickly see. Who do we have on our side? Maybe one more. I guess these guys would join. I mean, Salamina, you will join. Oh, just a little bit more. Yeah, I think I'm gonna quickly wait for that. That should be enough. No changes here. The gifting. I guess we should probably improve the. Oh, this is all unaligned. I do need religious power, don't I? Do I not? So I guess I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna give you money for admin. I don't mind loans at the moment. Loans are tiny. And like just literally a war would solve this. Alright. Let's wait for yep, you guys are enough. Lovely. We're just gonna do Moses Conquest. Let's do this. This one does not require Silent Play to exist, right? Yeah. We do need 75 religious power though, so we'll see about that. Let's quickly occupy this province and keep these guys caged. I would like to fight a leader. I don't think you don't look like a leader, to be honest. Well, let's see. There we go. Are you leader? Oh god, my guys are strong. Holy shit. I mean, I guess it was a really good roll, but still. Now's the question. Do I just... Oh, you guys are just gonna do that. Okay, then you know what? And I'm gonna do this. We want to quickly occupy this area. No question. I cannot wait for anything. Because I already see guys on my border. You please join that fight. You join that. Oh, pedal smashers just got smashed. Oh no, there's the pedal smashers. Okay. We do need to be a bit careful. Because we do see a massing of troops here. God damn it, of course this happens. I can't lose this fight. Okay, you were also the leader. I mean, sure. Let's quickly take that place. So we do get extra dudes, I guess. I could call in someone, but I don't think I really want to. Let them bleed. My allies. You might have realized it at this point, but we're not really like really a good guy. Right? Eladia doesn't really feel like a good guy in that sense. He's a murdering guy, obviously. I think... Okay, yeah, I think this is a mage leader. I need to kill this guy just to get my kill count up. It's actually also improved this here right away. I don't mind the penalty. Oh, God damn it. Don't give me these outbreaks. You know what? Just do this. Until it's done. So, we are just gonna run into here. I want to kill your leader, wherever he is. This kind of sends me fairly far away, but... Oh, thank you. There's a lot. Can I mortally wound you? I don't know. So I need to... So wait, let me just quickly check this again. Oh, number of leaders killed is 2 already. What? I don't feel like I did that. Oh, there we have something. The Mount I dug is still fresh, the soul does not yet know how to hold lost, refusing to accept him. I planted his bow above him, the string is frayed, the wood cracked and dry. One limb bends where it should not, it is useless now, but it stands taller than me. On it I hang the cloak he gave me 6 years ago. The wind stirs it softly, it is not enough to move branches, but just enough to sound like a breath that escaped from lungs of a tired warrior. Father, it scrapes out of me like I had never said it before. Maybe I had not, at least not like this. You too have left me. My words are too loud in the quiet. They echo in my ribs as my mind is filled with one thought and one thought only. I am alone now. The thought swirls in my head, clawing my eyelids, trying to open them and force them to let out a tear down my streak. It does not happen. I bled for these woods, I bled for you, I say my voice cracking. What good is vengeance if you're not here to see it? What good is justice to the souls of the dead? My voice rises. You've told me to hold back, that restraint was the mark of a true Cain. And look where that led us. Look! I strike the ground, pain rings up my arm, but it is distant, dull, like I was watching myself do it, instead of feeling it myself. I would give everything for one more night by the fire, one more walk without words by your side. My vision blurs, but still the brook of my tears dares not escape. I carry the Salla now, and I do not know how to do it watching without you watching. I do not know how to be anything but what is left, and I am not strong, Father. I never was. I am just stability and grief. Oh, next level of grief is also something. They speak of kinship now, they speak of unity and of strategy, of shared roots twisting through the same ancient earth. They talk of Ayeth as though it were a place in their hearts rather than a name they forgot until the drums of war gave it a rhythm again. They say we are siblings beneath the same canopy, they say they remember. But I remember silence. Not the peace of it, no, not that. The silence after a cry shattered the morning stillness. After the forest answered with nothing at all, after no reinforcement came. Where were they, these siblings of ours, when the sky turned black with smoke? Where were their rangers when my mother screamed her last breath into the roots of the grove? Where were their healers, their blades, their words? Now they come, cloaked in good intentions, hands outstretched as if they had never let go. Now they speak of the verdant pact, of deep-wood solidarity. Now when the soil is wet with blood, we bury it alone. Do not speak to me of shared blood, kin. Eladia is almost overwhelmed with grief, and anything further will cause him to break the verdant pact. I see. Can I kill this leader again? Is that how this works? I do wonder if me sieging down this god actually. Oh wait, we have something else. Yes, god damn it. Okay. Oh father, how many dreams could have carved into the bark of this grove? How many paths could you have traced before age dulled your step and grief clouded your sight? You gave so much of yourself to a future you would have never seen, and when the green tide came, it swept away the fruits of your labor, scattering your hope like leaves in the wind. And yet in that loss you gave us something enduring. Beneath the ash and ruin, the roots you planted still hold firm. I will try, but I know that I cannot bring you back, nor give back what the war stole. But I could rebuild what was yours. I will raise Ayeth from its knees. Father, I will finish what you began, and in doing so I will honor the man you were before sorrow claimed you. We get families returning, which gives us taxes and manpower coverage speed. Improving development Ayeth extends the duration of the families returning modifier by 1 year up to 15 years. That's actually really good. Because I do want to dev up Ayeth to get the thingy. We do also need a fort building, okay. And we need to improve trust with Salla Ayeth. We can do that as well. I guess that's just curry flavor, right? Let's curry some flavor. So, we don't need this anymore. I guess we now just need to, well, I guess we need to siege this down, stand here. But we're gonna do this next episode, because this is already over again. So like always, like and subscribe and all those shenanigans, and I guess see you guys next episode. Bye!